Ever thought Trump votes could mean acceptance, or heard Africans say no history here?
And then we are great. We're
Right.
just like white people after that.
It's sad. It's
Now y'all
sad to
niggas getting
say.
kicked. Your uncles and your cousins getting kicked the out. And we try to tell you,
But-
dumbass. But he convinced
this
you that a black woman being a president or a white woman being president was not the wave.
Yeah.
And this is what happens.
Yeah.
So,
And then
Yeah.
you want to know what else? You want to know what else is crazy? Look, that Blue wasn't lying when he said what he said. He said, like, and all these foreigners come here and they look down on black people, like, and then the Africans, and then it hurts to even hear from an African to say that, look, we don't have no history together, or you don't have no history, like you American based. Bro, first and foremost, our ancestors was brought here through the harshest of harshest times.
yep.
And went through everything and still survived, and still we rise, and still
It
we
still made
here,
us. It still made
and
us.
still. And if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even know certain things. You wouldn't even have a sense of fashion. You wouldn't have a sense of
You wouldn't even be
style.
able to come. You wouldn't even be able to come over here to get an education the right way if it
But
wasn't
yet-
for our ancestors walking and you know what I mean, the ones that you said ain't got no type of connection to the homeland.
Exactly.
We lined it
this
up for you to come over here and get an education.
And the crazy part, bro, this is where it divides us. This is where it divides us, because immediately they look at it like what's dividing us instead of what we have in common. Okay, you from
Because they
Africa,
weren't here.
yeah.
They weren't here because they weren't here when we was fighting for the equal rights and shit. They just came in
They
the
wasn't
aftermath of the hard work that the ancestors put
But
in.
they should have learned from Mandela. Mandela, come on, like, do you see what he stood on? And you got the audacity to come here and
Look down on
right. And I'm not just talking about them. I'm talking about the Spanish people too.
yeah.
But yet you like, well, the black people, why they ain't out in the streets?
We are out in the streets. There's black people in the streets.
No. We are. But what they saying is like, bro, we've been out in the streets for years, for centuries, getting our heads blown off, getting hung by trees, getting
Yeah.
dragged through the streets, getting
Yeah.
spit on, getting
hosed down,
all that,
tearing up shit in the street, doing protests and
all
all that.
that. And now look, they getting the treatment, they getting treated, and
And they get the
Should I
benefit
feel
off of
some
that.
type-
Feel some type of way to what? Did they act like that?
I really don't, especially.
That's a good question. No. That's a good question though. I didn't never think of it like that. That he's kicking them out at the people that look down on it or whatever. And that but I don't think they even voted because are they able to vote?
No, we ain't gonna get it. We ain't gonna get it misconstrued. Somalians, right up in Minnesota, voted heavily for Donald Trump.
No, they didn't. It's a blue state, bro.
I know. Oh, because it was a blue state, don't mean that they didn't vote for Trump. You even seen the guy get on the news like, "Yo, I own a business. I voted." Yeah, a lot
The
of them.
Somalians voted for Trump out in Minnesota.
Join the dialogue and bridge our shared histories today.